These Captain Marvel SJWs are just bonkers. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know whether whether they're taking drugs, whether they just don't understand society, whether it's just so, what are they doing? Right. Okay, so you're all familiar with Jesse Smollett. He's the guy who claimed he was attacked. He wanted to get a pay rise. He wanted to increase his salary. He wanted to help his career, and he staged this hoax crime. And he's now been charged with around 16 felonies, and there's suggestions that he might face 40 years in prison. Now, on the 14th of February, Brie Larson, who's the actress of Captain Marvel, she retweeted this tweet showing support for Jesse Smollett. Brie Larson retweeted it. She didn't look at any facts. She didn't see how obvious it was that there's something really fishy about this situation. It seemed false and fishy from the start, but she just retweeted it. She hasn't come back and pointed out that she shouldn't have retweeted it or she made a mistake. Now, people make mistakes, okay? A lot of people fell for this story. She could have come out and just said, I should have looked at the facts, or it was a mistake. That's fine. People can accept that. But she didn't do anything like that. An adult, a responsible adult, would have come out and says, as somebody on the world stage, I've got 1 million Twitter followers, I should take better careful about what I retweet and what I try to promote. That's fine. Everyone does that. But she didn't. And now, these are the Captain Marvel fan. This is what are they doing? Here, she says, I can't help but feel sorry for Jussie Smollett and concerned for his mental health. He's been found guilty, but I believe he belongs in a hospital rather than a prison. One, he hasn't been found guilty. He's been charged. Doesn't mean he's gone to court and been found guilty. This is what don't they understand? Basic information. Okay, now his mental health, he may have problems with mental health, but he still tried to con the police. Okay, the police in Chicago are under a lot of problems. Everyone knows there's a huge gun crime in Chicago, and this guy tried to waste police resources so he could get a pay rise, so he could have a better career. And there's Brie Larson retweeted him, right? That's okay, you can accept that, but she didn't come out and say that she shouldn't have retweeted it. I'm sure he's learnt his lesson and will bounce back stronger than ever, as he's a great actor of colour, right? Now, this woman lives in Britain. I very much doubt, I'll be surprised if she's seen any of Empire, seen any of his acting. Okay, now what does it matter that he's an actor of colour? Okay, so if she hasn't seen his acting, how does she know he's a great actor? Is it because he's black? So does that mean that every actor who's black is great? Is he Robert De Niro because he's black? These SJW idiots, these weirdos, are just off their rockers. They are so bizarre. And this is why, because you have these celebrities like Brie Larson retweeting stuff as is factual. They don't look at the facts, even though it's fishy. Many people, I'm sure including yourself, saw that there's things wrong with this. Things don't stack up. He's out at 2 o'clock in the morning in, I believe it was like sub-zero temperatures, and apparently he said that they threw bleach on him, but he was so cold the bleach would have froze. I may be wrong, but I heard that. Okay, but no, Brie Larson, she was just going ahead and retweet it, and not show any form of investigation and fact checking. Forget facts. The only fact is that he's an actor of colour, so that must mean he's great. I mean, come on. These Captain Marvel SJWs, and I'll tell you what it is. I've said it before, and I want to tell people this is the marketing. This is Disney's marketing trying to manipulate people into believing a certain narrative, and that narrative doesn't make any sense. They're trying to convince people that Captain Marvel is some sort of feminist movie. It isn't, because it's going to make a load of white men a lot of money, maybe even a couple $1 billion. Okay, so Brie Larson, she'll be paid $5 million, and the other actresses, the director, they might get, say, $50 million. Where does the other $950 million go? That's right, it goes to men. It goes to white men. We know that. But they don't look at any factual information. The only fact is that he's coloured. Okay, he's black. Does that mean he's a great actor? These people are bonkers. They're so bonkers. You get so frustrated at them, but you have to laugh at them as well. They're so warped. They're so warped and so fail to understand society. Now, Brie Larson, if she was a responsible adult, she would have come out and said, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have retweeted that. I should look at the facts. And this thing is, though, it's so obvious. It's so sad and so obvious and so despicable that she's only retweeted this because he's an actor or he's a celebrity. If this was nobody, she wouldn't have retweeted it. Okay, but because he's another actor, she falls for it. And a hook, line, and a sinker, all these celebrities are so blinded and so ignorant, they fall for it, and then you get the fans falling for it as well, and claiming he's got mental health problems. What about the poor police who have to spend their time investigating nonsense? What about the mental health and the stress that he's put the police under, who have to go and investigate what the lies that he's allegedly done? Now, I was going to say allegedly because he hasn't gone to court yet, but he's allegedly made a real hoax, and this is the worst part, right? If this went ahead and the police believed him and he wasn't found out, he could cause major problems to the point where there could have been race riots, because he blamed two white men who were MAGA hats, and they were Donald Trump supporters, right? We've had race riots in America recently, and he could have caused major problems. But no one's discussing that. The SJW weirdos don't mention that. They don't mention the mental health of the police officers that have to investigate these fake hoaxes. They don't mention the race riots that these stories can cause. They just look at the colour of the skin and say he's a great actor, when she's never seen him act. Okay? These weirdos are bonkers. And it's all because of idiots like this. Get rid of Brie Larson. Get rid of Captain Marvel. Send it to the trash heap. It is trash. Get rid of it. Get rid of Brie Larson. Marvel should know better. Disney should know better than to hire someone who just retweets this nonsense and doesn't come out as an adult, responsible adult, and say, I made a mistake. I should have looked at the facts. And it would have stopped this. People would have thought, actually, you know what? These people like Brie Larson were wrong. They made a mistake. Fine. You won't get this nonsense. Brie Larson needs to go away. Go away, Brie Larson. Sack your agent. Go away. Fix your career. Come back and do something else, because you're not an actress on the world stage. This isn't the sort of thing that other professional actresses like Jennifer Lawrence or Gal Gadot would fall for. They are more intelligent than this Brie Larson. Brie Larson's terrible.